Hi and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. Well, I don't think I've ever known the winter break to be so busy with Formula One topics as it is right now. I'm quite surprised at the sort of things that are being chatted about in the media, and yes, I will be covering the Toto Wolff and the FIA investigation. There's some quite interesting stuff in there, I think, and I think it probably could get a little bit spicy later on, but I want to start off with the sprint format. So, F1 bosses have announced the sprint calendar for the 2024 season. There will be 6 sprint weekends in 2024, which are China, April the 19th to the 21st, Miami, May the 3rd to the 5th, Austria, June the 28th to the 30th, United States, Austin, October the 18th to the 20th, Brazil, November the 1st to the 3rd, and Qatar, November the 29th to December the 1st. China, which has not held a Grand Prix since 2019, will host the first sprint weekend, but we will have to wait and see if the Chinese Grand Prix is still to go ahead. And sticking with F1 bosses, they have reportedly considered a sprint weekend change that could infuriate Max Verstappen. Verstappen has made no secret over his dislike of the sprint format and had previously threatened to quit if more adaptations were made. It has been reported that F1 bosses are considering reversing the grid for the sprints. It's reported also that the change could either involve a full or partial reversal of the sprint qualifying places, which then prompted a response from George Russell because he's insisted his experience in the junior categories tells him that reverse grid racing won't work. Russell said, "I won't talk on behalf of the other drivers, but my own personal view is that I don't think reverse grid races will work, purely because I learned when I raced in Formula 2 and Formula 3 is that if you have got the 10 fastest cars, the most challenging car to overtake is the one who you are fighting with. If you reverse that grid, you are going to have the quickest car in 10th, trying to overtake the second quickest car in 9th, who is trying to overtake the third quickest car in 8th. So each car is trying to overtake their most direct competitor. What you'll probably find is that it will just be a DRS train because you might have a Williams leading from a Haas who he can't quite get past, who is leading from an Alpine, who is leading from a McLaren or whatever. The concept won't work. The past sprint races have been exciting when there is tyre degradation, like we saw in Qatar, and people on different strategies, and equally in Brazil. The tyres could only just make it 25 laps and it was a good race, but most of the time in the sprint races you put the medium tyre on and you're just flat out to the end and there is no real racing. And I have to agree with George on that one, I really do. I think he's looked at this quite in depth and he's absolutely right. But then we come on to the FIA because the FIA is investigating speculation that Toto Wolff came into possession of confidential information reportedly leaked by an FOM member, that's Formula One management member, last year. Business F1 alleges that information was passed to Wolff by a Formula One employee. The report claimed Wolff had prior knowledge of Red Bull's breach of the sport's financial regulations in 2022 before Red Bull did themselves. An FIA statement read, "The FIA is aware of media speculation centred on the allegation of information of a confidential nature being passed to an F1 team principal from a member of FOM. The FIA Compliance Department is looking into the matter." And this prompted quite a quick response from Mercedes, I must say, and Mercedes have furiously responded to reports that the FIA is to investigate a reported leak of information regarding Toto Wolff. A Mercedes spokesperson has said, "We note the generic statement from the FIA this evening, which responds to unsubstantiated allegations from a single media outlet and the off-record briefing which has linked it to the team principal of Mercedes AMG F1. The team has received no communication from the FIA Compliance Department on this topic, and it was highly surprising to learn of the investigation through a media statement. We wholly reject the allegation in the statement and associated media coverage, which wrongly impinges on the integrity and compliance of our team principle. As a matter of course, we invite full, prompt and transparent correspondence from the FIA Compliance Department regarding this investigation and its contents. That's quite a strong worded response from Mercedes, and I don't think there's going to be any let up in this story anytime soon. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into this because I'm quite enjoying this. I don't mean that in a horrible way, in the sense that, the FIA are going running to the media over these claims without actually involving Mercedes, who have had to then issue a response to the claims from the FIA in the media. And you would think they would follow a process, and that clearly hasn't been followed. So this, I think, is really one to watch. Like I said, I've never ever known the winter break to be so full of drama. I really haven't. But anyway, if you do like what I do, please like and subscribe, and as always, thank you again for your support. I genuinely do mean that. It means a lot to me. And if you want to press the notification bell so that you get warnings of my future uploads, please feel free to do so. And until the next time, take care.